Believe it is the future of financial services. According to Edelman's latest study, Yahoo Finance's Julie Hyman joins us now, along with Global Chair of the Financial Services Sector at Edelman, Deirdre Campbell. Deirdre, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Julie, thank you for making your Wi-Fi PM debut.
Yes.
Normally busy in this hour. I mean, this is the third study you guys have looked at when we talk about generational trends on money. So what were the big changes that you saw?
Yeah, it's interesting. So this is the third in the series that we've done on millennials, this year being millennials and the future of money. Each year we do the survey, we find an interesting nugget that's a little bit surprising and then dig into it deeper the next year, and it was definitely crypto. So last year when we spoke with affluent millennials that have $50,000 or more in investable assets, 25% of them told us that they were using crypto, and another 31% said they wish they were. So we thought that was pretty interesting and wanted to go deeper this year. What they told us was, to the point that you made, absolutely 72% believe that it's the future of money. And these are among people that are using crypto. So we're speaking to the converted to understand sort of their point of view.
Yeah.
They also told us that they like crypto because it does not live in a centrally governed environment. So there's more flexibility, more transparency, lower barrier of entry. They also like crypto as an investment vehicle. In fact, that's the preference. And they feel that gold is that the crypto is better than gold when it comes to an investment vehicle in a volatile economy.
So kind of supporting that whole new digital gold idea there,
exactly.
at least for millennials.
Well, and it's interesting from what you're saying, because even though crypto has sort of receded from the public consciousness to some degree, right, with the huge peak and then crash to some extent, and now volatility, that these folks are still investing in it. Even though they're pretty enthusiastic about it, you also found that they have some pretty significant reservations about it too. About half of the people you surveyed said they felt like they didn't have enough knowledge about crypto, which I thought was really interesting.
Yeah, when you speak to the fintech community, they will tell you this is definitely happening. Like, watch this space. Crypto got off to a bad start, but that in terms of it being a currency of the future, that it's definitely happening. And I think these converted crypto users would back that up. But they tell you that they do have concerns. They have concerns about, do I have enough information? They have concerns about, is there still a criminal element connected to crypto? And they also have concerns that it's not used widely enough. Some economies like Venezuela, where the Bolivar has basically been rendered valueless, people use crypto to buy everyday commodities at the grocery store. So you see it evolving in different ways around the world.
And I mean, we talk about the trust here of these technological advances when we talk about fintech, crypto, and everything like that. It is interesting to see, kind of similar with other generations, when you think about who they're trusting, whether it be robo-advisors or still wanting that human touch. When we talk about millennials investing, interesting to see that they're not so different.
Yeah, I think when you talk about the digital advice piece, you get a bit of a dichotomy in the research findings because, again, when we spoke to millennials, affluent millennials last year, 25% told us that they were using digital advice. Now, when we draw back and ask the general population question, 41% are using digital advice, yet still 3/4 of that population says they want the human touch, that's more personalized, customized, more sort of relevant to them, easier to understand.
Yeah.
But I love that even though the technology is what is driving down the cost, I mean, you've seen almost all the major financial advice shops drop to zero fees. It's the tech that's enabling them to drop to those zero fees. Yet, in the survey we asked, would you rather receive financial advice from a financial services firm or a tech firm? Overwhelmingly a financial services firm. So while companies are positioning themselves as tech companies, keep in mind it's the financial advice they want coming from a financial services company.
Yeah.
So, and those are your clients mostly, the financial services piece. So is that kind of the message that you're giving to them? I mean, what should they be using from this survey when it comes to getting their message out?
So we're telling our clients in the sector 4 things. One, like, get in the game, so looking for technologies that solve your customers' problems and help them properly enter the financial services industry. Help close this knowledge gap with really clear, concise information, even the way the products sort of show up, so that they're easy to engage with. Also, keep in mind that human to technology balance, and especially in communications, which is what we focus on at Edelman. And then most importantly, using these technologies to encourage financial inclusion. So when technology drives fees to zero, more people are able to come into the long-term investing model. When something like crypto is a lot more inexpensive for low-income folks to use because it's cheaper than getting into banking if you've got lower deposits. So using these to bring financial inclusion to greater parts of the society.
Yeah, you see, we're not so different than everybody else. Us millennials still want a lot of the same things. All right, Deirdre Camberl and Julie Hyman, thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, well.